Netflix's territory matches the brutality of its Western environment with a series of significant character deaths. The territory cast is rounded out by several talented stars who bring the Australian-based neo-Western to life with sophistication and authenticity. Despite the show's successful reviews, a significant portion of that cast won't be returning for a hypothetical season 2 due to their characters already being killed off in the first 6 episodes. The series introduces audiences to the central Lawson family, who own the Marianne Cattle Station, and a number of their political rivals who seek to take it from them. Territory begins with the death of a major member of the Lawson family, and that's only the beginning of the violence and brutality depicted in the series. The Netflix show has already been frequently compared to Yellowstone, as both shows depict elements of the traditional Western drama in the world of contemporary cattle ranches. Following suit with the Paramount Network's enormously popular series, Netflix's show portrays factions of cattle ranchers, gangsters, mining magnates, and more competing for control over land and power in Australia's Northern Territory, building toward Territory Season 1's climactic ending. Daniel Lawson. Daniel's death is the show's catalyst. Daniel Lawson in Territory. The Lawson family has owned Marianne Station, the world's largest cattle station, for several generations, with a long and brutal history of violence and power struggles. The station was once owned by Daniel's father, Colin Lawson, who passed down his ideologies of strength and tenacity from his father before him. At some point before the series begins, Colin Lawson stepped down from control of Marianne and passed on the family legacy to Daniel, even though Graham Lawson was his eldest son. By the time Territory begins, Daniel Lawson has run the fictional Marianne Station for years, and his premature death creates an immediate conflict of succession. Colin is too out of touch with the industry to return to his old position, Graham isn't trusted by his family members due to his issues with alcoholism, and Emily has married into the family, meaning she isn't trusted to carry on the Lawson name. Marshall Lawson could be a strong candidate, but he's been MIA from the family business for years. Daniel's death is shown in Season 1, Episode 1. With him having fallen from his horse, left to be eaten alive by wild dogs. It's brutal, but there's far more to it than that. Flashbacks later in the season show that Daniel was actually planning on selling out his father and working in cahoots with Sandra Kirby, a mining magnate who seeks after Marianne Station's land for her own financial gain. Daniel and Emily are in on this plot together, but he decides to betray Emily, causing her to shoot him and leave him for dead. It isn't until the closing moment of Territory Season 1 that Daniel's horse is brought back along with gun shells, revealing to Colin that his son was murdered. This should create new conflict between the Lawsons heading into Season 2, but it will also, eventually, force Colin to reckon with the fact that his golden boy son was planning to betray him. Meanwhile, Graham, who suffered from Colin's abuse his entire life, denied Sandra Kirby when she granted him the opportunity for the Cattle Federation presidency in return for blocking out his father. Susie Lawson is the only character to perish in Season 1 that Territory fans will be sad to let go of. She's the daughter of Graham and Emily Lawson, and she arrives in Episode 1 to attend Daniel's funeral after being away at college. While her mother initially rejects Susie's desire to return home and take part in the family business, her parents open up to the idea, and she becomes an instrumental piece of the puzzle throughout Season 1. Vitally, Susie is the only member of the Lawson family with whom everyone seems to get along.